Hi guys, I wanted to show you how I make my shaker box card. This is one I made previously and wanted to show you a quick demonstration of how I do it. So first of all, I went ahead and I cut my card out and I cut the window out and I went ahead and put my border on the edge or frame and I put the embellishing of the ribbon and the little tree branch on there and did all that up for you so you could see a little bit what it looks like. Then I take and I make my background paper or my scene, and I cut out my cottage and my trees. I took Stickles, which is icicle, I think is the color of it, and while it was still wet, I put white glittered embossing powder on the trees, heated it up just a little bit with my heat tool, and until it just started to blister, and then I stopped because if you let it blister too much, it'll actually flake off once it's dry. Then I set that aside and let those dry, and then later on, then I'll assemble the actual picture. But to give the snow the look I have, where it's kind of that torn look, is what I did is I took some white glittery paper and I just tore the edges so that it gives it that rough-edged look. So now I can set that aside. Then I make my window, my snow globe window. First I cut 2 sheets of acetate paper, which is cut slightly larger than the actual window itself, so that I can put the glue down the sides and it won't be seen in the window. But I take 1 sheet and I put this foam dimensional tape, a double-sided tape on there, and I cut it in strips, so it's real small strips so they won't be seen, and I leave the backing paper on until after I put the glitter in. So that I put that on there, making sure that all my corners are nice and tight so that my glitter later will not leak out. Then I take, and leaving the backing paper on, I take and put my glitter inside. It depends how much you want. If you want it to look a lot like too much snow, I think this one's got a little too much, but put a little bit in there, you can do that. Then you take off your backing paper, off your tape, and then you place your other sheet of acetate on top, pressing down nice and tight so that it doesn't leak. Then you can give it a shake test to make sure none of your glitter is leaking out. If it does leak out, then you need to repair it, pull it apart a little bit and fix that. It's not that hard to do. For the sake of time, I went ahead and put my glue on my acetate and everything so that it's quicker for you guys. Now I'll put the glue on the very edge, following along your acetate or your foam backing. Follow that so that it doesn't show. Put it on your window, making sure that none of your foam and your glue is showing at all in the window. Press it down nice and tight so that it's nice and tight. Now you have a little sandwich already started. Then once you're done assembling your wintry scene, you put tape or glue all the way around the edges, and then you play, and because the background is slightly smaller than the actual card itself, you put that down, making sure you do your best to center it in the front of the card, pressing the edges down and sealing it up. And there you have, that's how simple it is. There's your shaker card. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to send me a message. I hope this is clear enough for you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.